The Beijing sky seemed to hold its breath. Cirrus clouds, thin as whispers, paused mid-drift, like velvet curtains awaiting their cue on a stage not yet lit. A hush swept across timelines, inboxes, and busy streets. And then, on millions of glowing screens, 7 words fell, soft as dew, sharp as thunder. "We have become each other's home." Posted by Bai Jingting Studio, the line detonated louder than New Year fireworks over the Forbidden City. No emoji, no hashtag, just a truth laid bare. And beneath it, a single image, no filters, no drama, just presence. Bai Jingting and Zhang Ruonan at the Civil Affairs Office. Formal suits, shy smiles, and twin platinum rings flaring in the summer sun. Some fans sobbed with joy. Some froze in disbelief. Others felt daydreams fracture like fine porcelain. But none could deny the gravity of a truth finally revealed, not in gossip or tabloids, but with a legal document and a lifetime vow. Autumn, 3 years ago, on the set of the breakout drama, A Melody of Blooming Nights. It was a scene carved in moonlight. Lakeside lanterns swayed with the breeze. She laughed like wind chimes in a white shawl, haloed by golden light. He watched her, not as a co-star, but as if sunrise had broken inside his chest. Every cut rang too harshly, too soon, like waking from a beautiful dream unwilling to end. Behind the camera, whispers began to hum. Ruonan straightening Jingting's collar between takes. Jingting handing her ginger tea when autumn's chill bit too deep. The gestures were small, but the current beneath them, unmistakable. To the public, they were impeccable professionals. Their interviews were dances of careful language, graceful smiles, polite deflections. No tabloid had much to chew. No scandal ever surfaced. We accepted the surface, unaware that beneath it, love had begun rooting, quietly, stubbornly, in the rich soil of shared moments. Today, fans play old footage like detectives with magnifying glasses. The matching leather bracelets they claimed were coincidence. The turquoise pendant peeking beneath her period costume, identical to the stone on his keychain. A shoulder brush backstage that lit both faces like first snow. Moments once dismissed as crumbs now spell a word in hindsight. Love. They weren't hiding. They were tending. Early in their courtship, they made a promise. A pact written not in ink, but in intent. Let's protect what is ours. While peers chased flashbulbs and staged leaks, Bai Jingting and Zhang Ruonan invested in something far rarer, ordinariness. Friday nights meant tomato egg soup cooked in a cramped kitchen, her humming while he chopped garlic. Sundays meant park strolls sharing one pair of earbuds, arguing over playlists, pausing to watch ducks ripple across still water. Public galas, they endured them like brief eclipses, arriving separately, posing dutifully, vanishing before dessert. In a world obsessed with visibility, they gambled on invisibility. They weren't hiding shame. They were nurturing sanctuary. June 13, 10:08 a.m. Beijing phones throbbed like stunned heartbeats. Within 3 minutes, #BaiRuo marriage topped Weibo. 2 million reposts in the first hour. 7 billion impressions by nightfall. In Seoul, cafe staff paused mid-shift, eyes brimming. In Jakarta, laughter turned to stunned silence, then cheers. In New York, fans on midnight forums gasped in disbelief, then typed messages like prayers. One fan wrote, "I wished he'd be mine, but his happiness is enough sunshine for a lifetime." Another opened a thread titled, "My fangirl era is officially over," where over 50,000 goodbyes blossomed like wilt-turned roses. Painful, beautiful, honest. Even aching hearts admitted a quiet truth. Intuition had finally won over rumor. Morning headlines screamed, career suicide, secret marriage, a betrayal of fans. But by dusk, the tide shifted. Critics softened their blades. One noted, "Marriage sharpens artistry." It roots performance in truth. A veteran screenwriter tweeted, "Actors act truer after tasting life. Marriage is ink on fresh pages." Brands didn't miss a beat. A luxury watch firm pivoted from "timing is everything" to "time meets eternity." Engagement metrics tripled. What does this teach the rest of us? That real love does not shout. It whispers. It grows in the quiet, not on the stage. Bai Jingting and Zhang Ruonan rewrote the rulebook. Privacy is not deception, it is devotion in another dialect. Their silence was not a wall. It was a greenhouse, glass clear enough for sunlight, strong enough to keep out frost. Marriage is not a curtain call. It's act one of a tougher, more vulnerable play. There will be gossip storms. There will be roles that test their time. But if the roots are as deep as we believe, this tree will stand, and bloom, again, and again. Picture this. A future awards night. Bai Jingting steps onto the stage, trophy in hand, eyes bright. He thanks the director, the crew, the audience. Then, voice soft, "And to my permanent scene partner, thank you for being my quiet." The camera pans to Zhang Ruonan. Tears glint like morning dew. She nods once. No theatrics, just a truth shared silently between them. In that instant, even skeptics will understand. The seed of that moment was planted long ago. In the choice to love quietly. Across oceans, fandoms lit up like constellations. In Manila, street artists painted them under cherry trees. In Bangkok, temples hung paper cranes of blessing. In Seoul's subway, mosaic billboards bloomed overnight. Hashtags like hashtag quietly ever after, hashtag home found, and hashtag BaiRuo for life trended across 20 nations. A chorus rang through timelines and hearts. Your love helps us believe in ours. This wasn't just a celebrity romance. It was a balm, a reminder that sincerity, even in a world on fire, can still glow like a lantern on a stormy sea. We now stand at the edge of a story still being written. Somewhere, Jingting chops scallions for Ruonan's noodle soup. Somewhere, she folds laundry while humming their drama's theme. Their marriage certificate is but a page. The epic is written in every ordinary line they compose together. We won't see most of it. And maybe, that's the miracle. Because some love stories aren't made for the stage. They're built for quiet kitchens, park benches, shared playlists, and mutual shelter. So now I ask you, will you guard the unseen chapters of your own heart? If yes, leave a promise in the comments. Tap like in silent applause. Share this video as a lantern on the digital river. And subscribe for more stories, where sincerity glows brighter than neon. Until we meet again, may the quietest vows you whisper echo the longest.